Peel the skin off every answer. Nothing living underneath. Every smile turned to cancer. Every promise rotted teeth.
I had a rather strange thought the other night. Actually, not quite true. This idea has been floating around my head for years. Just as separate bits of information. Having been a sound engineer for most of my life, sound is something that I find very important. And as of the last 5 months, I've got into AI vocals and making music online called Music AI Wales, which you're probably looking at now, I'm assuming, if you're seeing this. And this idea kind of just come through to me as it does at 4 o'clock in the morning when I woke up for some reason, and my head just went, imagine if crop circles were not aliens, are not some supernatural force, and they were actually sound waves propagating through the earth. So first I thought, nah. But then I started doing a bit of research into it. And we know the earth naturally vibrates, 7 hertz, I believe, or 7.81, something like that. You can have a look. And underground cavities in geological structures can resonate. This is a fact. And we know that standing waves can produce extraordinary geometric patterns. So I found myself asking a simple question. Can a natural phenomena combine to produce geometric patterns from the earth on some form of medium? Now, before we go any further, I am not saying this explains crop circles. So if you're looking for that explanation, you'll have to look elsewhere, and I'm sure there's loads of YouTube videos, as I've seen a few of them myself. I don't know if it does, and I don't know if it doesn't. And the idea could be completely wrong. So let's get that out of the way. But it's crop circles that made me think to ask these questions, and funnily enough, put the thought in my head. Because when you look at some of these extraordinary geometric patterns, it's very easy to disappear down the rabbit hole of aliens, UFOs and mysterious forces. I understand that. But I want to go in a completely different direction. What can ordinary physics do? No aliens, no mysterious new force, just geology, vibration, resonance and standing waves. Rather than trying to prove the idea, I'm going to see if we can find where it all breaks. Because if somebody's watching this that understands acoustics, geology and wave physics better than I do, I would genuinely like to hear and see if, is it possible that nature can actually do that itself? As you see from this picture, you can see the resonance and the patterns that it forms. And this is well-established science, and it's been around for years. I believe the guy's name was Chladni. Is that right? So we're already on to good footing here. And here is an old video of it actually working. And then I'll also show you one that we made ourselves. Reference the cavities. Thank you. Okay, now none of this proves that crop circles have been created by vibration. But it shows us some important evidence. Vibration can organise matter into complex geometric patterns. So the next question is, could anything beneath the ground produce the right kind of vibration in the first place? So let's go through actually what is known as far as I've been able to find on a science basis. Known. Geological activity produces vibrations and seismic acoustic waves. Another known. Underground cavities in geological structures can have a resonant behaviour, and we know this is a fact. Known. Waves can interfere and form standing wave patterns under appropriate conditions. And have you been sound engineers in big clubs? You know, as when they start hammering that certain frequencies in the bass and the whole building starts shaking. Can be quite fun sometimes, but there you go. Nobody likes it. Known. Vibration can organise physical material into geometric patterns, which we've just demonstrated with the cymatic examples. So here's a hypothesis. It's all my own. There you go. Could naturally generate vibrations travel upward, interact with the near surface environment, and somehow produce the pattern produced in a crop? Big unanswered problem. Even if the wave physics works, where does enough energy come from to physically bend and lay the crop without simply producing tiny invisible motion? But I have noticed something curious. At 7 hertz, the wavelength in the air is about 49 meters, quite big, with standing wave nodes roughly 24.5 meters apart. This is known sound, known physics. Those dimensions are in the same general scale as many crop formations. Now, is that significant or simply a coincidence? I don't really know. But it's enough of a numerical curiosity that I think it's worth asking the next question. So again, which links are established physics and which links break? So where does the science end and the speculation begin?
Peel the skin off every answer. Nothing living underneath. Every smile turned to cancer. Every promise rotted teeth. I see the wires in their faces. Hear the script in what they...
So as I was doing a bit of research on this, which started off as a small idea and then has completely taken up about 2 days of my life, as these things do, I thought, I wonder if this has been going... I mean, if it is a natural phenomenon, it would have been going on for donkey's years. Well, I suppose since the Earth was forming. And I thought, well, is there any other kind of... Has anyone ever mentioned it? I mean, I know crop circles have been going around for donkey's years. I don't believe it's 2 guys with 2 boards doing it. I think that's utterly ridiculous. The alien thing, well, E.T., you know, he could always leave a card for us, I suppose, at some point, but he hasn't done yet. So there are accounts of strange circular patterns in crops going back hundreds of years, I've since found out. Were people seeing the same phenomenon we are looking at today? I've no idea. The first I found, 1678, Mowing Devil. The pamphlet exists, although it describes oats being cut. So that's not really good evidence of a modern crop circle. But more interestingly, an 1880 report describes circular patches of flattened wheat and suggesting violent weather as a possible cause. Which I suppose you'd know if there'd been violent weather in the area the night before, and we know for a fact people have watched crop circles form somehow, and there wasn't a weather event going on there. Is there a natural mechanism behind some of these formations? And has it been happening throughout human history? And we've simply missed it? I don't know. But that's why I think the question is worth asking. And of course, maybe E.T. just went home and doesn't give a damn. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and like. And of course, leave any comments, because it would be fascinating to hear what other people think of this. I understand the alien guys are not going to be happy with it. And maybe some of the people who say they're all man-made are not going to be happy with it. But somewhere in between, I would like us to do more research on this and just generally discuss it. Thank you.
Peel the skin off every answer. Nothing living underneath. Every smile turned to cancer. Every promise rotted teeth. I see the wires in their faces. Hear the script in what they